Alexander Stream? Or Alexander Stream? What's up, dude? What's up, Alex? What's up, Fecker? What's up, Joe? Here, what's going on? What's up, Steve? DJ? What's up, Barb? What's up, King? Ship? What's up, Q? It's been an extremely long weekend for me. Oh yeah, that is redlining. Okay, should be better. Alright. Yeah, I wasn't able to stream yesterday. It's been an extremely long and draining weekend, but I am happy to be here with you guys right now. Oof, man. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, so let's start off with the 4-hour here. So we had our bearish 4-hour break here last week. We were talking about how there was a possibility that this SFP holds, but if we close below 91.6, that we were likely to very quickly come down to our demand box around like 87.2. So as you see on the 4-hour, we closed below 91.6. The bear break happens, and then we immediately fall off a cliff. And what happens? We immediately recover this range. We've been talking about how this area here, right? Fast move up, fast move down. Right here, we can really start back here. Fast move down, fast move up, fast move down, fast move up, fast move down, fast move up, right? And the beginning of the day was super boring today, so so over the weekend we were talking about how we were looking for bullish breaks here on the 1-hour when we get to this demand zone. We front ran it a little bit with this golden pocket tap here, but we did put in a nice JPAL on the 4-hour, our favorite pattern. So we definitely have that going for us. The 1-hour is still bullish. So I was talking about how so we had our JPAL here. For anyone, I was not at the charts for this, but if you were, like Sunday was very busy for me, but if you were able to catch this SFP, break of structure, golden pocket retest, congratulations, because that's an amazing setup right here. And this is a JPAL stop loss under here, TP1 at the highs, and then you could still be holding that trade. I'm actually curious if anyone caught this JPAL or saw this JPAL and caught the golden pocket or anything like that. Throw a 1 in chat if you were able to get long here. Put a 2 in the chat if you recognize the JPAL, but you didn't take action on it. Oh, timer's still on. All right, some 2s in the chat. Nice. So this morning, I was talking about how, so we had our JPAL with our SFP, change of character here. I was looking for a break of structure here so that since we're in a 4-hour downtrend, longing the chachas can be liquidity grabs, which, I mean, is obviously nice with the golden pocket. But by the time I was looking at the chart, we were like way up here. So the risk to reward of longing here with your stop loss down here to take profit 1 here didn't really make much sense to me. So that's why in the Discord I put the signal is going to be if we put in a break of structure, that would give us another chance to get long here with like your stop loss under here. But if you're able to actually watch the charts, you can put your stop loss under the 5-minute change of character. So I kind of drew this out and I posted in the Discord that we want to look for 5-minute break of structures at the golden pocket. So we did get that here, but it took forever to play out. So we had a let's see, so we set a high here on the 5-minute, we took out the low, and then we originally SFP'd it, but then we come up and broke the high. Then we came back for like it looks like probably 786 retest here, broke our downtrending momentum, came up again, and then I think we broke like, or it might have been here, we broke like 2-minute structure back bearish, came back up again, broke our 2-minute structure back bullish, then we came down again for another test, and then we went up. And you pretty much could have rode the momentum here all the way up. Momentum breaks, we come back down again. So this is very rangy price action. One thing to point out, I mean, pattern traders, right? You're going to see like a giant head and shoulders here. All right, you take like your technical target there. You're looking at like, hey, look at that. You're looking at 87K where the demand is. So could we be coming there? Yes. So I still like coming down there. We kind of sweep all these weekend lows here that we put in. The only problem that I see now is that if we do come down to that untapped demand zone here, we are breaking our 1-hour structure back bearish, which means that we'd be in a situation where our 4-hour is bearish and our 1-hour is bearish, which, yeah, it would be nice to come down here and maybe put in like a 1-hour. You come down here, put in like a 1-hour high, sweep the lows. Maybe overnight, come down here, put in a 1-hour high, sweep the lows, and then break the 1-hour back bullish out of this. Because I'd probably still be it's hard to say. Like, I'd probably still be interested in a 15-minute break of structure down here, but I'd really like to see like 1 hour, especially since the 4 hours bearish. It would be awesome if we actually just held this. If you're bullish, I mean, it would be awesome if we held this 89. Kind of the plan that I was looking at, kind of with it, for those of you that read the Monday market pulse, kind of the plan that I was looking at was to come up and break this high, put in your break of structure on the 1 hour, and then hopefully that could lead to us getting another run up here at like a 94K. Because if you're wanting to be bullish, like on these lows here, you kind of need to hold this general area that we're looking at here. Because, I mean, what you do have going for you is the 12-hour did break bullish. But again, with like weekly trading, we like to see like what the 4-hour looks like, and the 4-hour is bearish. So we had this uptrending momentum here that we lost as well this morning. That was kind of what I said would lead to this downward move here, and we're kind of losing this again. So we need to get some sort of reaction here. But really, if we lose this trend line here, so this is just like a simple momentum uptrend from the lows. If we lose this and we start to like durably lose this demand zone, I mean, we're likely coming right back for the lows. Now, whether we sweep down there or whatever is a different story. One of the things that we had Kyle on the stream last week talking about how he would. Man, this chart, why does this look so dirty? Hold on. What is this trend line? Sorry, I don't know why I have to these drawings all over the chart. Yeah, so what he was kind of saying was it would be nice to sweep the low here because it moves your daily high to here, which is true. So it's not necessarily a bad thing that we come down here, but I am a little less like long-term bullish than Kyle is. Like, I think there's a very good chance the cycle's over, but we'll have to wait and see. If we come attack the low, and then that will at least mean that if we break out, then we are like breaking this daily trend line at the same time that we're breaking daily, like our daily structure as well. So I agree with Kyle, that could be nice. The thing is, like, the longer we're waiting, the lower this retest of this daily trend line gets. So like if we kind of chill out here for a little bit, I mean, we could just test it at like 94 again, maybe SFP 94, and then come down. That'd be like the bearish case there. Oh, we can here, we'll add our bear back here. It's a bullish bear, I guess, if you want to say, because it's a 12-hour, but it's I would make here. I gotta make this. And then Yeah, so that would bring kind of our daily structure back to here, so we can see like a sweep and then go. But none of this really matters until we see what happens at like 88.8 here. So this is our 1 hour low here. So this is kind of the line in the sand right now. If this holds, I mean, really, this looks like a bunch of chop, right? That's why the title says ranging. And I mean, technically speaking, you had like range, initiate, mitigate, continuation, but now you're getting like a secondary test of kind of the top, the middle of the range here. Yeah, so we are, the good news is, the bullish news is we are in a confirmed uptrend on the 1 hour, right? So we had our change of character and we had our break of structure. So technically speaking, the Sunday market pulse could still play out and we could come back to like 94, which would be nice. Do we have, what does our indicators look like? Okay. I don't like these gapped RSIs on the 12 hour. That's gross. Man. Yeah, little mix. Nothing really stands out to me there. Okay, so 6 hour, the 6 hour more clearly broke structure here. All right, so there's a little bit of a bull case on the 6 hour. So there's a little bit of a bull case. You can do it like this. So yeah, so the 6 hour broke back bullish here, and it hasn't actually broken bearish yet. So this was actually a golden pocket retest on the 6 hour, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that hasn't broken bearish, so we're still bullish on the 6 hour. 8 hour. We're splitting hairs now. 10 hour. Yeah. What does our 15-minute look like? Lose the 80 line dump. Lose the 80 line dump. And this short squeeze strategy's been hidden. But I mean, you don't really need indicators to see this, right? You break momentum, short squeeze over, down you go. Yeah, this morning I was kind of regretting a little bit not taking the 15-minute bear break up here, because you had that combined with the break of momentum here, and it came down. It's pretty clear to me that we were coming back to the golden pocket at least, but with the 1 hour bullish, I mean, I don't know how great the risk to reward was, but yeah, it wasn't really there. Hey, what's up, Alex? Good to see you, bro. Is there a CME gap, bro? $89.4. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, if we do come fill the CME gap, 89.4. Alright, yeah, I mean, we could still hold 1 hour structure and fill the CME gap, but I mean, Alex, it's more like what about all those pattern guys, bro? Giant head and shoulders, yeah, down to 87, 200. Let's see, man. That structure breaks. Yeah, those you rolling in. Make sure you go back and watch like the first 15 minutes of the stream. That's all the Bitcoin stuff. It's everything you guys are gonna need for the week. But basically, just sum up what we said. Like, if we break 1 hour structure here, we're likely to come back, sweep the weekend lows into 87. However, at that point, 4 hour and 1 hour would both be bearish. So you'd want to see like 1 hour down here. And if we lose this momentum and lose the 84, we're likely coming back to the lows. We want to see 1 hour hold if you want to be bullish. Come up and close above 94. Have you done a JPAL pattern video, or are you able to show us now? Yeah, I can show you right now. So this is a JPAL right here. So it's like when you SFP one side of the range. So like you SFP one side of the range, and then you break structure on the other side. So like on the Sunday market pulse, I was telling you guys that we had a JPAL on the 1 hour, and then we retested the golden pocket. If you caught this, awesome. If you caught this, I actually want to know in the chat, because, oh yeah, it's a nice little trade. TP1 here, and you can still be in this trade. But yeah, so all it is a SFP and break of structure. It starts and ends runs. I love that pattern. Like another good example is Sol on the daily. So back when we were at the highs here on Sol, right, you had your SFP and your break of structure. Right, SFP break of structure doesn't really roll off the tongue as well as JPAL, right? So you SFP one side of the range and you break down the other side of the range. You can't have mitigated in this point, but like you get a pretty explosive move outside of that. I mean, even Bitcoin at the highs, right? Even Bitcoin, you SFP, break structure on the other end. I mean, you had one on total. So we were showing this on total way back here, right? I was showing this on stream when this closed here, as you SFP'd the top of the range and then you broke structure to the bottom. This was, I mean, we showed this every day on stream for like 2 or 3 weeks, explaining that it was likely to roll over. You combine that with the losing the 80 line on the Stokes here. Every time we've done that, we've dumped, right? Lose the 80 line on the Stokes, dump. Lose the 80 line on the Stokes, dump. Lose the 80 line on the Stokes, dump. Break the 20 line on the Stokes, both Stokes, right? Break the 20 line, pump. Lose the 80 line on the Stokes, dump. Lose the 80 line on the Stokes, dump. Every time. Break the 20 line, pump. Lose the 80 line, dump. Right, so that combined with the timing and like the JPAL pattern up here was pretty good indication, and the loss of momentum on the weekly. It's a pretty good indication we were going to come down. But hey, I mean, we're trying to get a little pinch skis on the on Market Cipher, but yeah, the timing. I like the timing. But hey, I mean, we can be bullish again. Just prove it, right? So like, if you want me to make this bull bigger and get rid of the bear, you just have to prove it to me, and you have to come break 4 hour. So that would be closing above 94.1. You can do that, then we're looking a lot better. And as long as we hold this 1 hour, then we can have another shot of coming back up. But until then, there's a reason that the bear is a lot bigger than the bull. Especially in the pink box, yeah, for sure. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. It looks like when JPAL comes on and talks. Yeah, bro. Well, that's more of like the the FOMC pattern, right? Which is like a heartbeat, right? So you kind of go sideways and you go like, psh, psh, and then you like drift up, right? Well, at least back in like the heart of the bull run, this was the JPAL pattern, right? It might be something like this now, you know? Or not the JPAL, the FOMC pattern, right? But in the bull market, it was generally like you sweep the lows, sweep the highs, and then, or the other way around, sweep the highs, sweep the lows, and then you just drift up. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Just counter trade me to financial freedom. Hey, bro, I mean, if you're always wrong, you just have to do the opposite of what you think, right? All right, guys, awesome. Well, that's Bitcoin. Are there any altcoins that look good? What does ETH look like? What does ETH Bitcoin look like, more importantly? All right, so we had so I posted that ETH Bitcoin was breaking out here, and that we had our 4-hour break of structure here. We've now broken structure on the 4-hour. Did we come all the way back to? That's not the golden pocket from here. No. So we had a 382 bounce, it looks like. Yeah, so we had a 382 bounce here. Now we've come back up on the 4-hour. Yeah, SFP this. Yeah, we've SFP'd the high. So there is, like, we have, shout out to Alex, we have a pink box up here for this order block and the golden pocket from the daily structure, I believe. So this is, oh man, Market Cipher on ETH Bitcoin. It's pretty good. I like some green RSIs, some money flow curvature. But hey, what do we need to do here, right? So we've had like our breakout retest, 4-hour break of structure, but we need to come up and attack the daily structure now if we're talking about coming to new highs, right? So our daily high is sitting at like 37.14 right now. Really, the area to worry about is here. It's kind of our previous daily order block that led to this big dump, right? And then it's our golden pocket as well. But I mean, if we're SFP in 4-hour, that's no good. But yeah, ETH is still outperforming Bitcoin. So I'm sure if I look at it here, it did better than Bitcoin today. Let's see. I just dumped less. Let's see. So we had our JPAL pattern here that to dump, we broke momentum. The weekends, man, it came way lower than Bitcoin here. Well, because it held up better. Look at our 4-hour. So we had our 4-hour break of structure here on ETH, but we didn't actually set any lows after we broke our 4-hour. So the 4-hour on ETH is actually still bullish, which is, I mean, it's holding up better than Bitcoin. Let's see. So we actually bounced from our 4-hour golden pocket here. We got our 1-hour break of structure to match the 4-hour. And our 1-hour structure is still bullish. We have our 1-hour low here. I gotta clean this chart up a bit. And then, yeah, this is still our 1-hour low. Perfect golden pocket bounce on ETH, man. ETH has been trading nice. It was a lot easier to long the golden pocket there. They give you structure. And not really. Big stop loss. Okay, so you break your 15-minute bearish on ETH with the loss of, actually, hold on. So you set a high, you break bullish. Take that high here. You set it lows, you never take it. Oh, so your 15 minutes actually bullish externally as well. So yeah, they were only breaking smaller time frames here. So the level to watch on ETH is 3,000. If 3,000 holds, we can keep going up, kind of in line with Bitcoin holding. But this will be, you'll get higher moves to the upside because of how it's performing against ETH. How's Sui looking? Is the Sui still looking good? Okay, so Sui, we had like this 12-hour JPAL on Sui with the SFP, the break of structure. Come back down to mitigate the range. So our 4-hour look like. We haven't even made it to golden pocket here. What structure is active on Sui? We don't even have a 1 hour in here. Yeah, so we just had 15. We had this lower high structure from the highs up here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it looks better because of like the 12-hour structure here. Did we set a second daily? Green daily? We did. Okay, so daily structure is also bullish here. So I still think this is going to do well. I think it's going to depend. I mean, if Bitcoin starts to break 1 hour and things start coming down, this could of course fail, but just looking structure wise, yeah, I still like this Pursui if Bitcoin's going to go, but if Bitcoin's going to fail, this will fail. But yeah, I still like Sui and ETH. I think there's a reason to trade those over Bitcoin right now. But if you guys have any altcoins that you think looks good, go ahead and let me know in the chat. You're finding an entry on ETH? I mean, just trade the golden pockets until structure breaks, right? So, like today. So similar to what I said with Bitcoin, right? So you had your 1 hour break. I'm sure this was a golden pocket too. It wasn't. Front ran you a little bit there. But I mean, like, even your 4 hour was a golden pocket, right? So this was your 4 hour. You have your break here. You have your 4 hour golden pocket, 29.17. And then today, you had a golden pocket here. And then they front ran you over the weekend here. But yeah, until structure breaks, you can probably just look for that. Which right now, the 15 minutes bullish, the 1 hour is bullish. The golden pocket's still right here. So you'd have to zoom in a little bit. 5 minute. 5 minute is 5 minutes bearish right now. Yeah, so in order to break bullish on the 5 minute, you'd have to come above 31.24. So like if you come above that, you can look for a golden pocket there. But yeah, I'd want to see like downtrending momentum breaking. Let's see. Yeah, be careful with like momentum up here. I have to see like an initiation out and come back. But I mean, you could still be long from down here, really. Stop loss entry, but yeah, I would just look for golden pockets. And if ETH is gonna run, if we really get going, then you can look for like underneath the 200 on the 5 minute. But right now, we're just ranging, right? Just ranging. How far did we come up on this? $31.72. Back to the 200 on the 4 hour. I feel like such a nice entry on Sui Saturday. Sold too early. You got a nice entry on Sui Saturday? What'd you get in? Love finding entries right below 200. Yeah, man. So we're ranging right now, so it'll still like get you in at good points in the range. But whenever you're ranging, it's gonna be less effective. Whenever you're trending, like the 200 is great for that. And I have a video on that on my channel. 151. Yeah, dude, that was a pretty good entry, bro. Let's see. Sol look good right now. All right, cool. So Sol came all the way. So Sol actually came back to the level that we were looking for, which is nice. So we're talking about Sol coming back to this demand here. The problem with Sol that we were kind of talking about yesterday, or not yesterday, last week, is that Sol actually SFP'd on the 4 hour. All right, so we didn't actually break the 4 hour structure here. And then we were talking about if 1 hour structure breaks here, then we were expecting it to come back down here and get a break of structure. It did come back down here. It did get a break of structure. It did say it gave you a nice, did the same thing Bitcoin did basically. Gave you a nice break of structure there. But this makes me a little nervous about the 4 hour SFP. But we do still have 1 hour structure bullish. I mean, if you got in down here, awesome. I mean, showing over the weekend. Yeah, I mean, but it didn't hold up very well. So I go back to the same thing that I've been showing about Sol, which is Sol ETH. All right, so I mean, do you really want to be holding this over ETH right now? So we've actually made a new low since the last time I showed this against ETH on Sol. So if you want to be bullish on ETH, let's see, you actually need to break structure here. But at the very least, and we have an alarm here, at the very least you need to break this downtrending momentum here. Because right now, I mean, if you've been holding ETH since September, or holding Sol since September, you've lost, I mean, 20% to ETH. And ETH has lost September. And ETH has lost 15% to Bitcoin. So you've lost 20% to Ethereum, and ETH has lost 16 to Bitcoin. So you've lost, yeah, you've lost a bit of your buying power, right? So I mean, if you want to be bullish on altcoins, I mean, why not be bullish on Ethereum that's outperforming Sol? I mean, you can set an alert, right? And then if Sol starts to outperform ETH again, then maybe it's time to rotate back into Sol. But until then, I mean, since April, Sol is down 50% to Ethereum. Yeah, man. A lot of vector candles down here, right? But I'm sure you're asking for levels on Sol, and I mean, in that case, you're really just looking. I mean, I like 126 until it breaks. Right now, you've got your 1 hour low down here. So this is when you get a little bit nervous on Sol because your 1 hour is bearish and your 4 hours bearish. So if you lose 129.80, you're likely coming back down. We've already mitigated this demand, so I mean, you do have a little bit of hope for yourself at this unmitigated demand down here if we do go lower. But at that point, I mean, you're right at the bottom of the range and you've lost 126. So you're really looking for 129.80 to hold. You're at your golden pocket right now. Yeah, I mean, at the very least, I kind of would prefer a sweep of this low and then break. So your 1 hour is bullish right now as it sits for your 30 minutes of break. Let's see. This is internal structure on the 15-minute, but we move to something like the 5. Yeah, we move to something like the 5. Yeah, as it sits right now, your 5-minute high is right here, so you're looking like 134. I would prefer like putting in like a JPAL pattern, right? So if we tap this demand jet, yeah, like sweeping the low and then breaking the high here, giving yourself a little bit of a better structural entry right here. Because right now you have to come all the way up here to break your 5-minute, and then you definitely have to wait for a retrace and go. What does it look like on our momentum here? Yeah, we're trying to break momentum here, but this is just sideways dump, sideways dump, sideways dump, distributing a little bit. So yeah, at least wait for some bullish structure. There's absolutely no bullish structure on SOL right now on lower time frames. On the 15-minute and 1 hour there is, but yeah, this can continue to go lower until we hold it. But really, 129 is what you're looking for. ETH seems better this week. Yeah, Sol's good to trade because of it respects support and resistance really well. Like, I have these levels on Sol if you want to copy them. I don't know how relevant they'll be if we if we're getting into the bear market here and we're coming to attack any of this over here, but we'll get some new levels over here if we do. But as it stands right now, these levels have been really good for the bull market. But I mean, pattern traders will say, you know, head, shoulders, but yeah, at the very least, you want to see 4-hour break bullish, so you want to see us come back and take 145. Yeah, bro, I'd say long until your 1-hour structures start breaking, which is what I said in the market pulse at the opening of the week. Is that yeah, as long as 1 hour holds, you're gonna favor longs, and we can go attack we can try to go attack 94 again. But you start breaking that, and it looks a little rough. For all you guys joining in late, make sure you go watch the first 15 minutes of the stream. That's where I go over everything Bitcoin, and it's gonna be what's gonna set you up for the rest of the week. XRP and Dogecoin, look. Yeah, we'll take a look. Wave Cipher, what do you want for Christmas? Hey, bro, I'll take some Otter Gang merch, bro. I don't know if he's still here. I'll take some Otter Gang merch. Link. Yeah, you can look at link. Man, Link is still in this garbage, dude. Jesus. Yeah, so I mean, the only thing I can really show you on this is that you're breaking your downtrending momentum here. But what about on our... Okay, alright, that's a little bit better. It's a little better. A little better. We can actually do something with this. So this is 4-hour structure. This is 4-hour structure. So Link did get a 4-hour structure break. This is kind of a long-term trend line here on Link. We are breaking 4-hour structure. So we're kind of looking for a golden pocket test here. Like 13 bucks basically. What's our active structure time frame? All right, so we have 1 hour active structure here. Did we break it out of this? Ah, man, it SFP'd 1 hour, pretty gross. We're still in a bit of a downtrend here. They didn't give you 15-minute here. Yeah, you want to see at least break this downtrending momentum. Right now, I mean, yeah, this just looks like kind of a worse head and shoulders than the other coins here. I would say a level to watch on Link is gonna be down here at 13 bucks. If you get market structure breaks down here at 13 bucks, I think it looks good. You are bullish on the 4 hour, which is nice. You do have a 4 hour strong low down here at 11.6, but yeah, you got to see some bullish structure. Right now you're bearish. Yeah, you're only bullish on the 15-minute here. About 1 hour. Yeah. Yeah, for me, the level to watch is like 13 bucks, or if we break this down trending momentum, you can try to get in on that. But for right now, this looks like lower. Okay, XRP and Dogecoin. Oh, XRP is still, let's see. Yeah, so XRP is still in this downtrend structure. Still have a weak low below you at like 176. See if it will eat that wick. We did get an internal 4 hour breakup structure here. Just ranging sideways. This doesn't look too exciting for me. I don't really see a reason to trade this over Bitcoin, to be honest with you. I mean, you're just looking for it to break like 227, break this kind of downtrending momentum. Until that happens, I mean, it looks like lower, coming back to like 181. I mean, but if Bitcoin pumps, I'm sure we'll get something out of XRP, but this doesn't look good to me right now. And it's still internal structure, still a weak low below you at 170. So yeah, I don't really like the look of this right now. Dogecoin. Sheesh, Dogecoin loves 8 cents. Okay, so yeah, same thing with Dogecoin as XRP. Both of these kind of look the same. You got to break this. Right now you're just in a downtrend. You have a weak low below you. I mean, this looks like lower. If you break above this, then we can try to put in some, try to get a little bullish, but you have to do that first. Otherwise, I mean, you're hitting your head on resistance. You're likely just going to float down. Your question about 1 hour structure on Bitcoin. How are we bullish? I have us bearish with the high at 93,916 and the low at 88K. Yeah, let me take a look. Yeah, so we SFP'd this, putting in a new low, and then we broke the high. So then we're bullish. We put in a low here, we broke the high. So right now we're bullish on the 1 hour with our low here, high up here. How you feeling, bro? I feel better, man. I had a really exhausting weekend though, but I'm feeling better. Yeah, man, just be careful, baby genius. I mean, if we are in a bigger bear market, like altcoins will go down, 99%. So just make sure if you're buying stuff, it's stuff that you have conviction in and you're, willing to hold. I mean, a lot of things you can look at and just, chart them against Bitcoin, see if they're outperforming Bitcoin. All right, guys. Awesome. Well, we've been on about an hour here. Make sure you go back and catch the first 15 minutes where we talk about everything Bitcoin. I appreciate all you guys being here. As always, like the stream, ring the bell, join the free Discord in the description. And as always, my name is Market Cipher. Much love. Trade safe. Market Cipher out. See you guys tomorrow.